a one-armed war veteran turned Japan's ancient monsters into a pop culture empire that still rules the country today. GeGeGe no Kitaro is the masterwork of Shigeru Mizuki, the artist known as the godfather of yokai manga. Its roots run deep. It began as street paper theater and cheap rental comics around 1960 under the darker title Graveyard Kitaro, before Mizuki reworked it for Weekly Shonen magazine in 1965. When the anime arrived in 1968, the title became GeGeGe no Kitaro and a national sensation was born. Mizuki kept returning to the character for decades, and a new Kitaro anime has appeared almost every decade since. Most recently a hit 2023 film. Mizuki, who died in 2015, became one of the few manga artists to win both America's Eisner Award and France's top honor at the Angoulême Festival. So who is Kitaro? He is the last surviving child of the Ghost Tribe, an ancient race of yokai, the spirits, monsters, and goblins of Japanese folklore. Born from the grave of his dead mother, Kitaro is a one-eyed boy with strange powers, and his most famous companion is his own father, who survives as a tiny walking eyeball perched on his son's shoulder. Alongside the scheming, money-grubbing rat man, Kitaro wanders Japan as a kind of supernatural troubleshooter, mediating between humans and the spirit world. Some yokai are menacing, some are mischievous, and many are strangely sympathetic. Each story pits Kitaro against a new creature drawn from real Japanese folklore. It is a blend of genuine horror, slapstick comedy, and deep affection for Japan's vanishing world of monsters. Why is it a classic? Before Mizuki, Japan's old folk monsters were fading from memory in a rapidly modernizing post-war country. Mizuki, a passionate researcher of folklore, gathered these creatures from across Japan and gave them faces, personalities, and a permanent home in popular culture. He did not just draw yokai. He essentially codified what they look like, and his designs became the standard visual dictionary that nearly every later yokai work borrows from. His art style is unmistakable, lavishly detailed, almost photographic landscapes inhabited by simple, cartoonish characters, a contrast that makes the supernatural feel eerily real. Kitaro made Mizuki a national figure and sparked a yokai boom that has never fully ended. Critics regard him as one of the most important manga artists who ever lived, and translator Zach Davison has compared Kitaro's standing in Japan to Mickey Mouse. Beloved and recognized by absolutely everyone. To understand its weight, you need to understand yokai. These are the supernatural beings of Japanese folklore, not simply ghosts or demons in the Western sense, but a vast, strange bestiary tied to specific places, weather, objects, and fears. A faceless woman, a paper umbrella with one leg, a wall that blocks your path at night. Yokai are how older Japan explained the uncanny. Mizuki, who survived brutal combat in World War II and lost his left arm, felt a lifelong kinship with this hidden world, and through Kitaro he carried it into the television age. The result was a cultural saturation that is hard to overstate from abroad. Mizuki's hometown has a street lined with bronze yokai statues. There is a museum devoted to him, and his life even became a popular national morning drama. For Japanese audiences, Kitaro is not just a comic. He is the friendly face of an entire spiritual heritage. So how does an American reader approach it? Honestly, this is one of the more challenging classics to enter cold, because so much of it assumes you already know the folklore. Reviewers often note that the deep mythology can feel opaque at first, until Mizuki's storytelling pulls you in. The closest Western touchstones might be Hellboy, which openly borrows from this kind of folkloric monster hunting, or the spooky but warm tone of something like the Addams Family crossed with a genuine encyclopedia of myth. The good news is that the English editions are built for newcomers, with yokai files that explain each creature. And if you have ever been charmed by the spirits of Studio Ghibli's Spirited Away, which themselves owe a debt to Mizuki, you already have a foothold in Kitaro's world. What is the legacy? Mizuki almost single-handedly ensured that yokai survived into modern Japan, and his influence ripples through everything from later monster manga to video games and anime full of collectible creatures. In his final years, he won international recognition for his sweeping war and history comics. But in Japan, Kitaro remains his immortal calling card, reintroduced to children in every generation. To read Kitaro now is to meet the source of Japan's entire modern monster culture, drawn by a man who treated folklore as something worth saving. And the good news for English readers: an official English edition is available from Drawn and Quarterly, complete with notes that turn each story into a guided tour of Japanese folklore. If you love tracing today's monster-filled games and anime back to the artist who started it all, follow along for a new classic every week. Kitaro's Eyeball Dad is watching, so don't forget to subscribe.